and his word says, he gave you a promise and said, I will never leave you, nor forsake you. Are you with me? I will never leave you. I won't abandon you. I won't leave you out for the wolves. I won't leave you out there and just let you be made a mockery of. I won't leave you and let you be hurt. I won't leave you. And I don't think that most of us really understand that kind of love, because we're so busy, amen, trying to make it from day to day, from day to day, from day to day. Are you with me? I got to get back to my notes. I done left my notes. But look. I really thought about this. And I asked myself these questions. You understand? Because when I started thinking about this, one of the things that came to me along with this is that we truly don't understand, or we really don't know the real love message. We really don't understand the true essence of, amen, the story of hope. What grace has given us. If I ask you, how do you know God? Or do you know God? Most people will answer according to their emotions. You with me?
Yes.
When things are good, we love God.
Wow.
We love God. We obey God. We trust God. We adore God. We'll do anything. God, you send me anywhere, I'll go. You tell me what to say, I'll say it. I'll be a witness for you, because things are good. But when things go bad, we seem to forget that God has the ability to rescue us.
Yes.
Are you with me? And when you can doubt your God after he's been that good, y'all gonna help me? Is there anybody in here can testify God been good to me?
Yes.
I mean, you can testify God been good to. I don't mean, you had a good plate of food. I don't mean, you understand that, the bills are paid. I don't. Do you know that God's been good to you?
Yes.
Have God came through and done something that you know nobody else can do? Have you ever had God touch you and heal you when nobody else could do the job? The medicine ain't working. Doctors don't know what's going on. They still running tests. And in the middle of all of this, God comes through and touch you just one good time, and you're pain free. Or you see a situation that supposed to go south. This ain't going to work out. This ain't supposed to work for your benefit. But God turns it around for your favor.
Yes.
Are you with me? Let's talk about bills. Perhaps there's a bill that was far beyond anything you ever had. You had no money. You had no way of getting money. You've exhausted every friend you've got. Are you with me? And the bill is due, and they're telling you it's running up on your late time. In fact, you are overdue. And out of nowhere, God stepped in and provided what you need, and the bill was paid. Is there anybody in here know that God's been good to you? And then next week comes, and here's another situation show up. And we start panicking again. Total panic mode. And God just delivered you. He just brought you out. You're not even finished celebrating what just happened. You ain't even gave him a good praise yet. And already you're moping. And you're doubting, And already you've walked away, and you're walking like a person who has no hope. And you forgot that God is able to rescue you. Real quick, I ain't gonna bother you a whole lot, but just touch somebody around you and say, God is able. God is able. No, y'all ain't touch nobody. Turn around and touch somebody and tell them, God is able. God is able. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. We even say it like we don't have the hope. God is able. Do you believe it? Yes, ma'am. Perhaps that's the problem. That's where we need to start right there. Do you believe that he's able? Yes. Yes. I mean, do you believe, do you have any evidence that he's able? Yes. If he's done anything for you, now turn and touch somebody with confidence and tell them, God is able. God is able. He's able. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. He's able. God is able. Yes, sir, he's able. Are you hearing what I'm telling you? Yes. Yes. Now I want to make you aware of something. You need to also understand that in this world, evil exists. Yes, it does. And ain't nobody exempt from it. Evil exists. Yes, it does. And if you live here, at some point, you're going to be confronted with it. On one way or another, in some shape, some form, somehow you will be confronted with evil, because evil exists. Yes, it does. Because you're saved, don't make you exempt. Help me, Holy Ghost. Yes. Because you've been born again, it does not make you exempt from evil. Are you hearing what I'm telling you? Sir. And when it comes into your life, it's not going to be a fun time. No. You with me? You see, because the enemy only comes to kill, steal, and to destroy. Yeah. So you got to understand, when he comes, he's coming to do damage. He's coming to hurt you. He's coming to take you out. That is his mindset, that I got to stop you before you make it to heaven. Amen. Yes, Lord Jesus. Are you hearing what I'm telling you? I heard Michelle say this morning, she said, my salvation costs too much. Do you value yours? Do you value your salvation? Is it worth, or what is it worth to you? Because we know that it's worth it. We know it's a price that we weren't able to pay. But what is it worth to you? And can I tell you, to everybody in this room, it's worth something different. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Say it, Pastor. Are you with me? Yep. Yeah. To everybody in this room, salvation is something different. Are you with me? I was talking to a person one day, and we were talking about, and they were saying, if I had the money, I would love to give everybody the same amount of money so everybody would be equal. I said, that's impossible. He said, why is that impossible? I said, because if I'm in debt and you give me $100, that just helped me pay on my debt. But if I don't have any debt and you give me $100, then I can just go buy what I want, or I can bank the money until I get ready to spend it. Are you with me? Until you make the person who is in debt like the person who has no debt, we can't be equal. That's right. That's right. Are you with me? Yes, sir. And in fact, depending on how much debt I have, your $100 may not even help me. Try. Are you with me? Are you hearing what I'm telling you? Yes, sir. But we got to understand that in this world, the enemy is here to take you out. Are you with me? I watch people make excuses all the time about God, for God, concerning God. I watch, and you know my thing. Excuses are for the uncommitted.
That's right. That's right.
I hear people tell me all the time, I can't read the Bible. Every time I read the Bible, I go to sleep. But they read Facebook all day. And you ain't went to sleep yet. Help me. Are you hearing what I'm telling you? It comes down to what you love. What's important to you?
Yes.
See, if you get into knowing other people's business and getting into everybody's problem and trying to be everybody's problem solver, and you get into all of these things, then Facebook is great for you. It answers all your questions. It meets every one of your needs because that's where you want to be.
Oh, Jesus.
But if you long to be close to the Lord,
Yes.
you can't read enough Bible.
That's right.
You can't get enough. You studying all the time. There's a word, you take a word. It takes me a long time just to understand one word.
Yes, sir.
I want to uncover it. I want to find out, what are you saying here, God? Because it's more than just what's on the page. Are you hearing me? And then the enemy take those same things, he catch you right there in those weak points, and that's where he attacks you.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
Your mind is overwhelmed because you done read about everybody else's problem. Overwhelmed. You can't even function your own self because God, they going through, and God, this is happening to them, and God, and you got all these situations going on, and God said, I ain't give that to you.
That's right.
And until they give it to me, it ain't gonna work for them either.
Jesus. Come on now. That's right. Thank you, God.
You got this thing. I don't understand this crazy thing. And we tell people, I don't want people to know my business. But you write it all on social media?
Jesus.
Am I crazy? Have I lost it?
Thank you, God.
But I want you to understand, evil does exist.
Yes, it does.
And it comes in ways just like the sly servant, like the sly serpent. You understand? He's cunning. He's subtle. And the enemy jumps in all of that just to keep your mind focused or occupied so that you don't get into this.
Say it. Say it.
And so then when he finally launches an attack, in the military, they go after people, and when they go after people, what they do is they try to isolate and divide them so that if I isolate you, one side is weaker than the other side. Are you with me? Though it may be the same amount of you, but one side is weaker than the other side. And when we find the weaker side, we test both sides. And we see how each side responds. The side that's stronger, they'll just recover and they want to come back at you. The side that's weaker, they want to grab everything that they possibly can grab and run for the hills. And we know then that's the side we want to take.
That's right. That's right.
Because once we penetrate them, we got the others. You understand? Because we take them out, and then there's no strength coming from that side to help the stronger side. Are you with me? Let me take you to the animal kingdom. In the animal kingdom, Lions, they fight. Are you with me? And usually it is the women who go after and they hunt the food. Are you with me? But every once in a while, Big Daddy will stand up and he'll roar. And all the world hears him when he bellows. When he roars, everybody hears, oh, Big Daddy in the house now. You hear what I'm saying? He shakes the ground because Big Daddy just let it all out. Like, hey, I'm coming. And all the animals get on alert. To know, because they know, wait, we've been dealing with the women folk, but Big Daddy's here now. His bite's a lot stronger. Yes. His grip's a lot tighter. He got the strength to just swipe you and knock you down. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Yes, but check what Big Daddy does. Big Daddy goes into the harem. And he checks out all of his offspring. And if he finds one that's weak, he'll kill them. And everybody say that's cruel. But he kills them because he says, if he's weak, he's only going to produce weakness. So if I kill him and only the strong ones produce, everything that comes after me is strong.
Jesus. Gotcha.
Are you hearing what I'm saying? Yes, so when they come running and you see a pride of them coming, don't take not a one of them for granted, because every single one is strong. Right. And we're coming with a fortified front to take everything we can possibly take. That's why when we team up, it ain't nothing for us to take down one of those Cape Buffalo. It ain't nothing for us to take down one of them deer. It ain't nothing for us to take down, whatever the animal is. We're strong enough together. Because there's no weakness here. Jesus. What the enemy does is he watches you. And he watched for your weakness. Are you with me? Yeah. And he knows which one of you are weak because you just told him on Facebook.
Oh, Jesus. Oh my God. Jesus.
So he catches you while you're down there. And he moves in for the crush.
Yeah.
And now this one's sick. And this has happened. And we need money for this. And we need money for that. And then they'll start a GoFundMe page. And then we need this for that. And before you know it, it's like the whole world is falling apart. And we're just like the saints. Just like the sad, sad saints who forgot that God is able to rescue you. And what's sad about them forgetting, they don't even cry out for help to the one who's able to help them.
Yes. Thank you, Jesus.
Are you hearing what I'm telling you?
Yes, sir.
I gotta move. So the Bible comes and he says something crazy here. He said, dear friends, don't be surprised at the fiery trials you are going through. This is found in 1 Peter 4:12 and 13. He said, dear friends, don't be surprised at the fiery trials you are going through, as if something strange were happening to you. The devil exists.
Yes, he does.
And because he exists, he's coming after you. Don't be surprised when he comes. Don't you forget that he's out there. And although everything's good right now, don't forget that the enemy is out there.
Yeah.
Don't you start acting and put your head in the sand like he don't exist. He's coming after you.
Yeah.
And when he comes, he's already plotting. He's already watching. He sees your celebration. He's watching the celebration. And he's just waiting for a break in the moment.
Yes, sir.
Are you with me? You ever see people who should be celebrating